Many students have always been worried of the reason as to why they do not succeed in an exam, or possibly they fail in an exam. And I would like to speak about the power of meditation. I can define meditation as the mental processing of information into understanding, and from understanding it forms knowledge. Meditation is the act of thinking about something carefully, calmly, seriously, and for some time in order to aid mental development. Many students ask this frequent question: I read and I do not understand, or I understand, but when examination comes, I fail. Why? Dear students, I want to speak to you and let you know that in an exam, we don't apply memory. We apply knowledge in an exam. The reason you fail is because you do not meditate, and the answer to your dilemma is meditation. Meditation can be compared with digestion. When you eat and you finish your food, you do not bother what happens thereafter. But digestion silently takes place in your stomach. There is the separation of the food that is building your body and the waste. Meditation helps you to separate what you have understood in class and what you did not understand, which you get an opportunity of seeking help to understand everything. After understanding, it becomes knowledge which is applied on paper during the exam. In Psalms 119, verse 96 to 104, the word of God says, "How I love your law. I think about it all day long. Your commandment is with me all the time and makes me wiser than my enemies. I understand more than all my teachers because I meditate on your instructions. I have greater wisdom than those who are old because I obey your commands. I have avoided all evil conduct because I want to obey your word. I have not neglected your instructions, for you yourself are my teacher." Listen to me carefully. David learned that for knowledge to sink and understanding to be acquired, you have to sit down and meditate. He meditated on the laws of God, seeking to understand what God wanted from him. He meditated with one purpose: to do God's will, which means he was that serious with his vision and his purpose on earth. And that is the reason he meditated on God's laws to be written in his heart, not to do wrong. Look at how serious David was with his vision. My question to you, student: how serious are you with your career? How serious are you with your destiny? David says, "I understand more than all my teachers because I meditate on your instructions." Psalms 119, 100, the word of God says that David understood more than his teachers. Why? After meditation, David understood more than his teachers. What does that mean? That means that meditation digs deeper into your potential than just learning. Revelations are unfolded and you become wiser than your teachers. While writing examinations, you write a marking scheme for the teachers. Why? The reason is, if you would like to become an engineer, your potential has both the practical and the theory, whereas the teacher has the theory only. So when you are stirring up, you dig deep into yourself. Those revelations brings out things that you are not taught by the teacher, because this is your individual potential. And that's the reason we are uniquely created. You are an engineer, and any other engineer is totally different from you. This is the reason I will keep on putting more emphasis on parents not to give mobile phones to their children before they are through high school, for social media wastes so much time for our children and they cannot be able to meditate while the mobile phone is just next to them. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 13, the word of God says, I determined that I would examine and study all things that are done in this world. I can define meditation once again as giving mental focus to issues of interest or importance. Meditation enhances your understanding, and understanding guarantees arising. Meditation develops your mind to mental excellence. Solomon communed with his heart. There is an atmosphere that makes meditation easy: separation and quietness. We live in the midst of noise. And so the quietness that we need is not there, because there is need for a lot of concentration if you desire distinction. Unfortunately, we live in the midst of noise because there is so much idling and making of noise in class. Separate yourself fully to read and engage your mind to intense meditation. Paul's advice to Timothy was, meditate upon these things. Give thyself wholly to them, that thy profiting may appear to all. Your failure is caused by lack of concentration and failure to meditate. In an exam, people apply knowledge, not memory. You should stop running up and down the last minute trying to memorize what you have learned. Make sure you understand what you learn daily. Examine yourself every evening through meditation. You do not do examination. You do examinations daily and not a specific duration. The moment you understand that, you will get serious with your daily lessons.